It is our duty to forgive the transgressions of others.
I spent years trying to convince my brother that I was worthy of his love and acceptance. I've tried to prove myself over and over, and Sonny doesn't. He doesn't give a damn. He despises me. He tried to kill me. And he put a gun to my chest, and he spun the chamber, and he pulled the trigger. How am I supposed to forgive that?
Forgiveness isn't always easy, but it is necessary. And I would encourage you to keep on trying.
No, Sonny doesn't want a brother. He never has. Not even before I was born. Our mother would have to choose between us. And she gave me up. Any idea what that feels like? Knowing that you're always second best. Knowing that your mother didn't love you enough to keep you. I think it's high time that Sonny paid for all of the pain that he has caused.
Things gained through vengeful acts, opportune not only lead to more pain.
If it gets Sonny out of my life, it'll be worth it.
Was Lorenzo blackmailing Rick? I try to stay as far away from Lorenzo's business as possible. You live with the guy, you know if somebody visits. Did Rick ever meet with Lorenzo? Sky, I'm not asking you to betray him, okay? I just want to help you. If Rick was being blackmailed, he'd have every reason to want Lorenzo dead. If you know something, you have to tell me. It's the only way to keep him safe. You don't give a damn if Lorenzo lives or dies, okay? So don't come in and pretend that you do. You only care about keeping Sonny out of prison. You're damn right, because he's the father of my children, and I will do anything for them. Yeah, well, my daughter needs her father. And your children's father shot him, so why should I begin about helping you? And Rick is standing back, laughing at both of us. He is pulling the strings. Rick put Sonny and Alcazar at each other's throats, hoping that one would kill the other, and he wanted to prosecute whoever survived. Now, you think Lorenzo would want Rick Lansing walking away, winning the whole thing, do you? Okay, fine. Lorenzo and Rick had some business dealings of some kind. And Lorenzo strongly implied that he was holding something over Rick's head.
Diane thinks this case is going to go to trial whether Alcazar dies or not. I've already been tried for attempted murder against him once before. She feels like the previous incident would be admissible because it establishes motive.
The guy was holding a gun.
Yeah, but I could have planted it on him. Case is strong, Jason. And if Carly testifies, I'm done.
She won't.
Yes, she will, because she's in, you know, she wants to be with Jack. She wants to have kids with Jack. She wants to...
Stone Cold, I'm so glad you're home. Wait till you see what... We're in the middle of something here, okay? You make it quick.
No offense, Mr. Corinthos, sir, but it is most unrighteous to clip the wings off a golden Valkyrie and trap her in unholy matrimony in your personal underworld.
Do you have any idea half of what he says?
I think Carly was here.
Yeah, and seriously upset about her impending nuptials. I mean, she wanted Stone Cold to save her here, but since you were busy, I provided assistance instead.
What kind of assistance?
Did you warn him about Carly, Jason?
That she's a super hot...
No, my wife, ex-wife.
Time out, Mr. Corinthos, sir.
Yeah.
The Valkyrie's not your wife, and in fact, she seems quite determined on never being so again.
Spinelli, what kind of assistance did you give Carly?
ELQ makes pet products?
We do now. Last year, pet spending topped $35 billion. And it's one of the few markets that isn't dependent on interest rates or fuel prices. And it's much safer than condoms.
Why not pair the manufacturer with this trucking division? You'd bring in more profit by keeping it all in-house.
That's very astute.
Well, when you work in salvage, you find multiple ways to save as much money as possible.
Oh, God, I can't wait for you to go by ELQ and see what you can salvage there.
I'll go down as soon as
Absolutely not. If you want this trash to have Jason's baby, then pay her off and be done with it. Do not embarrass this family by having her wander the halls at ELQ.
careful, Tracy. Your desperation is showing. You know that if Jason produces a child, that your son, the nincompoop, will be out of the running.
Dylan is not a nincompoop, and you have gone way past desperate. In fact, you are rapidly approaching pathetic. Jason wants nothing to do with you. And hiring his barely literate bed warmer is going to do nothing to bring him or his hypothetical children home to roost.
Give him that. Sam stays.
Fine. See that she has as little to do with the corporate staff as possible.
I have what it takes to do this job.
Apparently what you don't have is any pride.
Tracy is going to be your trial by fire. You survive her, and you'll be able to withstand anything that's thrown at you.
When those other men didn't return Colleen's feelings, they wound up missing or dead. I just don't want the same thing to happen to you.
All of those deaths were ruled as accidents.
Yeah, carefully planned, well thought out accidents. With Colleen close by. Like she just happened to be there when I slipped down the steps at Windermere. Or when the cinch on your saddle was cut and you were thrown from your horse. Are you trying to tell me that it was a coincidence that Colleen was there to nurse you back to health? She wanted you, Nicholas.
Yeah. And when she realized she couldn't have me, she took what she could get. My son.
Colleen is not rational when it comes to Spencer. There is no doubt in my mind that she will do whatever it takes to keep him.
I lost my son once before. And I won't let it happen again. There has to be a way for me to get him back. There has to be.
Sarah, you home?
Who are you?
If Sarah's not here, I can come back later. I just came by to drop this off for her son.
My son.
Look, Sarah never told me she was married. If she had, I never would have asked her.
Is this Sarah?
What?
Is this Sarah, yes or no?
Yes. Why? Is Sarah in some kind of trouble?
Her name isn't Sarah, it's Colleen McHenry.
She worked as my son's nanny. She kidnapped him on Christmas Eve.
You must have the wrong woman.
You can call the police. They'll be very interested in speaking with you.
Sarah seems so nice. She was so good with her little boy. Your little boy.
Do you have any idea where they may have gone?
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you.
If you remember anything at all, please give us a call. Here.
The mountains.
What?
My family has a cabin up in Rocky Gap. Sarah seemed very interested in the town. She asked all kinds of questions about it.
Do you know where Carly went?
Yo, just stave off her impending doom. I mean, just think about it, dude. She can't hitch up with Mr. Corinthos, sir, when her true happiness lies with the White Knight. I mean, that would be a disaster of every proportion.
If this fruit cup says one more thing about me and Carly, I swear to you, I will kick him in the head.
Peace, Mr. Corinthos, sir. Jackal has wisdom. I do. Ooh, check it out.
That's the back alley.
And those are the back stairs. And wait for it. Look familiar?